Here we go! Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. My name is Enigma. I'm a variety streamer. I'm on Twitch, Twitter, Kick, Rumble, and YouTube. We are playing Castlevania Portrait of Ruin. I hope you are having a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful day. Hope you're having a great weekend, or great week so far. We're gonna and are ready to have a great weekend. It's gonna be a great weekend. So we're playing Portrait of Ruin here. We've been kind of leveling here to get some of these challenges done. And our strength went up to where our whip now does 200. Do me a favor on the way in, smash that follow button, Twitch, Twitter, Kick, and Rumble, subscription on YouTube. If you're on Rumble, if you're on YouTube, smash that like button. Comment, share my stuff out, let people know that I'm here so I can continue to grow and get bigger and better at what I am doing. I would love nothing more than to continue to make this into something awesome. Oop, look at me going, not paying attention. I deserve that. We are enjoying our Castlevania run through here. At least I am. I don't know about you guys, but I certainly have been. We played through all the Game Boy Advance ones, and we're about halfway done with the DS ones. This one's almost done. We might beat this today. And then there's one more on the DS. And then after that, we'll have played through all the handheld Castlevania games that they have released. Well, all the Game Boy Advance and DS ones. We didn't play through the Game Boy ones, obviously. Just out of curiosity, can we get Charlotte's... Her intelligence is at 80, so 15 more would be 95. I don't know if she's going to have that, but have enough for that, but we'll see. Got to get her... Jonathan's constitution up. That's what we're trying to do, so we can complete 2 of those challenges. I don't know if we're going to get through all the challenges or not, but I've been trying. I think with our bonus, his experience, the experience is worth probably about 750 or so. Yeah, it's about 700, 750, so that's a pretty good little haul right there, considering how easy he is to take down. We are using the Vampire Killer Whip. This is doesn't have the highest attack power, but it does do holy damage, which is why this guy is going down so quickly, is because of the holy damage that this whip does. This is the second DS game, Portrait of Ruin. Came out circa 2006, if my memory serves me right. And it's actually more of a direct sequel to Castlevania Bloodlines. Back during the... I've discussed this before, but Nintendo, back during the day, in the SNES and a lot of the SNES time period, they really didn't like... they didn't want anyone having the same games on the same consoles. So they would not allow a third party to put out a game on both consoles, on both the Genesis and the Super Nintendo. There had to be differences. So if you go back and you look at a lot of those games, like on the Super Nintendo, we got Ninja Turtles, Turtles in Time, and on the Genesis we got Hyperstone Heist. And if you play Hyperstone Heist, it's basically a reshuffled Turtles in Time with a couple new bosses. But that was because of Nintendo. Nintendo did not want Turtles in Time on both units, so that really did a thing. It did. So Castlevania Bloodlines was a Castlevania game released on the Sega Genesis. Hey Grizzle, welcome back. The Super Nintendo had Super Castlevania 4 and Dracula X, and then the Genesis got Bloodlines. And there were two characters in Bloodlines you could swap between them. This is Jonathan Morris. I can't remember the name of the Morris character, but Eric Lecard was the other. Morris used the Vampire Killer Whip, as we're doing right now. And Lecard used the Spear. Yeah, Bloodlines is good. I don't think it's as good as Super Castlevania 4, but it is good. We're going to level up again. Constitution's up there. You got another mind intelligence. That's good. And his strength went up too. Look at the attack went up. Instead of 200, now we're doing 204. So that was a pretty good level up there. We're doing pretty well here, getting our levels. We're probably getting pretty close to the end of the game. Bloodlines is good. Yeah, Bloodlines is good, but it's traditional Castlevania. It's not Metroidvania. It's not like Soten. It's not like this. It's much more like the original 1, 3, 4 Rondo of Blood. It's much more similar to those games. welcome back, Alucard. Is it your weekend yet? Are you off work? So we gotta get off work. Yes, it is very linear. Some nice effects for it though. The same way that Super Castlevania 4 used the VFX chip and the SNES to do some pretty cool stuff. There's some pretty cool effects on the Genesis version too. You left work early. Well, you guys got home, so now you can have a cold one. Knock a couple cold ones back. Although it's still daytime, so I don't know if you're. I mean, I'm not a day drinker. If you are, that's up to you. That's right, you're doing a cinema tonight. You're going to see Evil Dead. So don't drink. I'm gonna head up to the Aldi when I'm done today. Get stuff for dinner. Desi and I have another appointment tomorrow. Yeah, drink after. And then, but this weekend, I'm gonna try to get a video out this weekend. We'll see if I can sit down and put pen to paper, so to speak, for one. Or maybe have one now. Why not? You're a grown-ass man. You can have whatever you want. I'll have, tonight it's Friday, so I get to, on weekends, I do drink bourbon on the weekend nights, so I'll have some tonight. And then, I don't know what we're gonna watch. Since she was gone for a bit, there's some stuff. I mean, we have stuff recorded on the DVR to watch, but we'll see. The Yankees have won 6 in a row, so she really wants to watch the Yankees when they're doing well. So we might end up watching the Yankees game. They just got done sweeping the Red Sox, and that probably makes her. You are an adult. And if you want to drink your bourbon out of a sippy cup, then that's how you want to do it. I'm an adult, and I deserve an adult pass. No, you have my Rocks pass. So, and Yarny's. Yarny's is nice too. Be nice if some of these levels up got us more than just one in each in some of these statistics. If we got 2 and 3, that would actually be more peak. Yeah, I know you do. You use all mine at the same time. Yarny's is nice. I got that problem with Yarny stuff. Y'all know I love Yarny. She's like the best person. Just a genuinely sweet, warm, supportive human being who has just the nicest things to say. You know, just a great person. And then she cusses her ass off, so I mean... Pardon me. She most certainly is. But I got nothing but good things to say about Yarny. Anytime I act like I have a beef with her, I really don't. It's just me running off at the mouth. This will probably level us again. Nope, almost. There we go. Constitution went up, so did her intelligence. But again, it only went up 1, so... This is the Bloodlines music? Yep. It's been a while since I played Bloodlines. I don't think I've ever completed it, to be honest with you. If I were Konami and I was trying to get people back involved with Castlevania, the first person I would call would be Iga. I would call him right now and just say, look, how about work with us? We know, you have your own studio now, you're doing your own thing, but we would really love it if you would come back. We'll work with you to make some more Castlevania stuff. And Bloodlines also ties directly into the book, Bram Stoker's Dracula. That's something that the other games, I mean, there might be a reference here and there, like when we played Arya and Dawn of Sorrow, that that Soma's love interest's name was Mina. But for the most part, there's not a lot of references to Bram Stoker's Dracula outside of Dracula. Yeah, I don't know if you'd be interested either, but I would still call him. You know, you never know till you call him. You never know, and just say, we don't want you to come back to work for us. We know that ship has sailed, but we want to work with you and your developer to make new Castlevania games. And just see what he would say. The worst thing that he can say is no. That's the thing, is that you never know till you pick up that phone call, or, pound out an email and ask him. Konami burned a lot of bridges. The one that I know that I don't think will ever work with Konami again is Kojima. What they did to Kojima Hideo Kojima was damn. I mean, I've never seen something like that before, and they black bagged him is what they did. He was at the ass end of Metal Gear Solid 5's development, and Konami basically shut him down. They shut him down and kind of put him in the corner. They locked him in an office, not really lock him, but they put him in an office away from his development team. He couldn't oversee the last, month or so development of his game. And when you play, if you've ever played the Phantom Pain, you can definitely tell that it's unfinished. It is severely unfinished, and Kojima couldn't do anything about it. I don't really do collabs. I said that earlier today when you asked. But they're trying to get back into games now, Konami is, and you know they've done all right. They've done some good stuff. They've done some all right stuff. But I've said it once. I've said it 1,000 times. If you're sitting on classic IPs like Castlevania, like Metal Gear, like Silent Hill, and you're not using them, you're losing money. Even if you're not using them to develop stuff yourself, you should. I would at least go to some of these independent developers and say, Can we make a new Castlevania? Can we make a new Silent Hill? What can we do to make this happen? And that's why I said, call Iga. Call him. All you gotta do is call him. See what he says. Hey, we know you're doing Bloodstained. That's cool. We love it. We'd love you if you come back and do another Metroidvania game. You have full control. We know you love the franchise because he does love the franchise. Yeah, outsource it. Exactly correct. Exactly. You bring people who have passion for it. That's why I said Iga should be your first call. Call Iga. He did all these Castlevania games. He clearly loved the franchise. I can flat out tell you, when I met him, he actually came to the signing, and I have his autograph. I should take a picture of it. I need to find it, take a picture of it. He came to the signing with a whip and a leather fedora. He loves Castlevania. He loved Castlevania. Iga most certainly loved the games he was working on, so that would be my first call. You had a lot of success with him. What is it? If he'll tell you no, then he tells you no. For those wondering what I was talking about collab just a second ago, I don't have Kick Chat loaded up on my stream because Kick has been nothing but view botters trying to get me to do their stupid shit, and so I don't put Kick Chat up on chat for people to see. But I've had the same person ask me now. This is the second time today. Ask me if I would collab with them, and I don't know who you are. The answer is no. I'm not collabing with anybody I don't know, and even then, if I collab with anybody, it's going to be friends that I trust, and that we can have fun together, and not someone I don't know who's just trying to take over my stream. Not to mention, collab, I'm playing old school classic handheld Castlevania games. These are not collab games. You can't collab these games. There's no co-op or PvP in these games. That's what I always wonder. Are you even paying attention to what I'm doing? 83, 79 on Constitution. So we are building them up. They could have made this multiplayer, though, where one person plays as Jonathan, the other one plays as Charlotte. They could have done that with this pretty easily. At this point in the DS's lifespan, online was a thing. The funny thing about Nintendo is people always watch what Nintendo's going to do tech-wise because they come up with so many ideas, you know, so every time they release something, everybody else has to be there to me to it. As in, we could do that too, we can do that too. But the stuff that Nintendo was not passionate about, like high-definition TVs, like online connectability, that stuff they had to be drug kicking and screaming. Yeah, there are no checkpoints in Castlevania 1. Good luck. The checkpoint is called the beginning of the stage. And trust me, you want one of the worst feelings of all time is getting through that Grim Reaper hallway and then getting to the Grim Reaper and losing and having to start that whole freaking stage over again. It is one of the most dejected, most horrible feelings you can have in gaming is doing that. Checkpoints, yeah. Where's the easy setting? Is there an easy setting for this? Yeah, the easy setting is called getting the holy water and not losing it. That's the easy setting. I understood what you said. Don't worry. Yep, holy water and cross, but holy water damn near stun locks anything, including bosses, so. Correct. I still call it the boomerang, even though it is the cross. They had to, when you think about it, Alucard. Nintendo, when Castlevania first came out, Nintendo was very much against putting anything religious in their games over here in the United States. So a lot of religious iconography that was in Japanese versions of their games, like let's just look at Final Fantasy 1. Final Fantasy 1, where you could revive your characters, they called it like the Life House or something, but it was a building in town that was signified with a heart over the top of it. And in the original Japanese version, it was a church with a cross on top. Wall meat is called a pork chop. That's true. But that happened a lot in a lot of old Nintendo games. Is they did not put in. They would alter things that could possibly be construed as religious. They didn't want to offend anybody. Basically, is the best way to put it. Even though it wouldn't have really. Yeah, it was censorship. It wouldn't have really mattered, at least not to me. But to the best of my knowledge, there's only one religion in this world that really gets upset when you depict certain things about it in image form. That will remain nameless. Nothing surprises me. Nintendo, everyone gives Nintendo shit, and rightfully so. Nintendo has earned the shit that they have earned, but they're not beyond collabing with. They will, if you want to do something with some of their stuff, they will let you do it, as long as you kowtow to whatever they say. Obviously, Little Mac was only on the GameCube version of Fight Night. They wouldn't allow that on. Like, Little Mac wouldn't be on PlayStation. It'd be sacrilege. Yep. Oh, I knew that before you even said anything. Well, yeah, they wouldn't allow Little Mac to be on the PlayStation or Xbox versions of that game. And I think they did it with something else. Was there a basketball game or something where they put Mario in it or something? Can't remember what it was, but there was. It was like Soul Calibur. Soul Calibur 2. There are 3 versions of Soul Calibur 2 on home consoles. There's the PlayStation version. There's the Xbox version. There's the GameCube version. The PlayStation version has as a guest character Heihachi from Tekken, which, since they're both Namco properties, I don't think that's much of a guest character. The Xbox version has the comic book character Spawn as a guest character. And the GameCube version is the one that everybody I know wanted it, because Link from Legend of Zelda was the guest character in Soul Calibur 2. And then they did it further. I think it was Soul Calibur 4, where they had a PlayStation 3 and an Xbox 360 version. pretty sure it was 4. It might have been 3, but I'm pretty sure it's 4. The Xbox 360 got Yoda from Star Wars as a guest character, and Darth Vader from Star Wars was on the PlayStation version. I do remember things like that. You didn't know that? Check out the teaser trailer for Soul Calibur 4 on YouTube. I remember that and just going, oh my god, because it was like, oh, the Soul Swords are here, all that, and they attract everybody, and all of a sudden you hear Darth Vader breathing, and it's like, oh shit. Oh, and Starkiller was in both games. Starkiller was also a guest character in Soul Calibur 4. And that made sense because that was during a time when they were working on... Lucasfilm was really pushing for... the Force Unleashed. So Starkiller was their flavor of the month during that time period. And then Soul Calibur 5, I think Ezio was the character. Yeah. Problem with Soul Calibur is they went way overboard with the games as a live service thing. And the last, I want to say it was 5 that was like really, really not that great because there was so much stuff, weird stuff about that game. There was a live service kind of thing, and it just didn't go over well. I don't remember liking it very much. And then, well, that was a 6 because Geralt from The Witcher was in one of them, wasn't he? Which I don't care what anybody says. I think that's where Mortal Kombat got their guest character stuff from. Yeah, the trailer for Soul Calibur 4 was one of the best. Just because of how, I mean, we were used to guest characters, but at that point, that was before Lucasfilm was sold to Disney, so it was a pretty big deal. Yeah, and Yoda was in that. Yoda's on the 360, Darth Vader's on the PlayStation 3. One more level, and we should be able to get the intelligence one done for Charlotte. I don't know about our boy Jonathan for Constitution, but told you I don't collab with people I don't know. Stop asking. Of course, Xbox 360, PlayStation 3 was the prime. That's when Xbox had some success, and they were really beating Sony's ass for a while. Little did we know it all go all downhill from there. The head of Xbox was Peter Moore at that point. Peter Moore left to go work for Electronic Arts. I believe to this day Peter Moore is still the head of EA Sports. And Xbox has not been the same since. They are still trying to recover from the failure of the Xbox One. And I don't know if they'll ever get over that. Go, got you there. Doing all right. Can never have too many levels up, and with that, this whip is just whipping the shit out of things. So we don't even need Charlotte at this point. But we should get to that last painting. I'm gonna check that out. Let's grab this level up and then we'll go check out that painting and see what's in there. Of course, the media didn't help with the Xbox 360, PlayStation 3 thing. I remember there used to be a website called Game Trailers. Game Trailers is where I first saw the AVGN, quite honestly. Angry Video Game Nerd was initially on Game Trailers. Great website. It was a great website for its time. They had a lot of video game trailers and stuff that you might not have been prepared. You know, just you go there and say anywhere else to see game stuff. YouTube was a thing, obviously, but it was not anywhere as big as it would become, like it is now. Game trailers had all sorts of game stuff. And they were a really good website, but they also had their biases. And one of the biases that they definitely had was towards Xbox. And I remember they used to do these comparison videos because there was always people who were pissed off, the Xbox and the Sony fanboys were at each other's throats over PlayStation and Xbox. And game trailers, when a game came out for both consoles, game trailers would do a comparison video for it, where they would put the Xbox next to the PlayStation, try to show you which one actually looked better. And one of the videos that they did, I remember it was a car game. I don't remember which car game it was. It was a racing game of some sort. They had the comparison, but you could. They said the Xbox version was actually the PlayStation version. The PlayStation version was actually the Xbox version. Well, I gotta do a voice. Stella Loretta, I told you not to come here. Hey, who are you talking to? Don't worry, they won't ever come here again. You two, what have you done to my daughters? Sadly for you, they've regained their senses, thanks to my magic. What have you done? How could you two understand those two are the reincarnations of my dead daughters? I don't care. Being a family means being connected by heart. Ties of blood and souls are insignificant. When I learned that why my father did what he did, I understood. You used a curse to manipulate your dear daughters. Where's the love in that? And now I must suffer the loss of my daughters to humanity again. I'll show you how that feels. And then I'll make those girls my daughters once more. That's a problemo. Sorry, can't let you do that. Atari trying to make some moves here. I did not think this would be the end of the game. I don't think it's the end of the game, though. Damn you humans, you selfishly start wars, then despoil the earth. As an artist, I admit I am not flawless, but my crimes are small next to the injustice of mankind. Yeah, they're trying to do... I agree. I hope Atari does that. Whatever you say. After all, justice is just a matter of perspective. The fact is, you're just a coward who couldn't face the truth. You couldn't accept your fate, so now you just abandon your humanity to get what you wanted. I just wanted to protect my family. Oh, death got him. Well done. Now the interloper is no more. What? Sealing away the entire throne room in a painting in order to prevent the resurrection of Lord Dracula. A clever plan. Alas, now my lord can be revived. Ha 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 ha. 1 to 10. Pretty bad. All right. Yeah, it's pretty bad. A very divisive game. One's probably not far off from being correct. Damn it. Yeah, I did that like a frickin' fool. But I wouldn't. I would say it's probably not far off. Quite frankly, it's Last Jedi is very divisive, and Ryan Johnson is as clueless of a fan of Star Wars as there is. Quite frankly. Oh, come on. Every time he talks, I hear him say things that are just like completely stupid. Actually, 9, 12. be able to go back and get Charlotte's mental thing for it, and then yeah, they are, but what's weird about it is that the Zelda movie is live action. I would have gone CG if you're really working on a cinematic universe. You know what I mean? Yeah. Well, there's lots of rumors out there. I remember hearing after the original Mario movie, that Nintendo was looking to do something to compete with Disney. That they were looking for a cinematic universe that would actually rival Disney, including the Disney princesses. Like that Nintendo was very big, supposedly, on Peach and Rosalina and Daisy and Zelda having their own Disney princess kind of brand. I still would have gone CG with the Zelda movie. I'm not saying it's going to be bad. I just would have gone CG. That way, if you're really trying to make a cinematic universe and have Link and Nintendo team up, which would be a very big on-screen moment for a lot of Nintendo fans, then they would both have to be CG. We are just plowing through this guy and gaining a lot of experience doing it. I don't mind this at all. Of course, knowing the way that this works, we get a Dracky Poo, and it's going to be a lot harder. Goodness gracious. What in the... Okay. This guy on kick just keeps asking, so trying not to use the band hammer as much, but it's getting annoying. So for those of y'all out there, again, who are asking about collabs, if I don't know you, the answer is no. shouldn't even be a thing. This is so strange that people. Well, you know what? It's spam bots on Kick is what it is. It's so funny because some of the channels that I watch on YouTube are like, oh, because of what's going on with Mr. Wisconsin right now, they're like, oh, Kick is a place where you could go and all blah 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 blah. And it's like, yeah, Kick actually is a bot farm. Constitution went up to 82. I think we're doing okay. It's crazy that they put so much power behind the whip. The funny thing is about Castlevania games is that whenever you have the whip, and now it's a legendary whip, the Vampire Killer, yes. Every time it seems to be like a very weak weapon in every other game. Damn near every other game. I know the Richter one pretty strong, but in the original Castlevania and Dracula's Curse, all that, the whip not that good. Alright, going here. Nope. Not paying attention. I have to pee, I can feel it. Yeah, I do feel like we're at the end of the game, so. Guys, let me take a quick little bio break real quick. I need to take a pee. Whiskey, I gotta pee. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back. I just gotta take a quick little bio break. You're a good boy. Don't worry. It's not your fault. Alright, now I'm coming in back. 34 hit points. Alright, sorry about that, guys. Sometimes you gotta go, you just gotta go. And lately, yes, Whiskey, I know, you want to come back up here. Come on. Come on, Whisk. Come on, Whiskey, you can come back up here. There you go, good boy. Yes, you're a very good boy, Whiskey. Anyway. So we get through Portrait of Ruin today. That means Monday we'll start Order of Ecclesia. If we go by how long these games have taken me to beat, Order of Ecclesia would probably go through Monday, Tuesday, maybe halfway through Wednesday. And then we'd move into another game. And since Alucard's now on YouTube, okay. Fatal Fury is the greatest fighting. Who the hell pays attention to what GameStop has to say? Their GameStop's just trying to stay relevant in gaming, when in reality GameStop is as irrelevant as a company as there is in gaming anymore. You know, if this was 2008, then yeah, 2009, absolutely, they'd have some sort of pull. But 2026, they're irrelevant. Nice. No worries. I just with Meld, I have with social. I have to use Social Stream Ninja for chat, and Meld does not have Rumble chat on it at all. So my Rumble side over here has all the other chats, and then I have Rumble chat here in a specific window that I can read. So when I saw it was over there, that's weird because you were over here and now you're over there. You know, not a big deal. I'm going to. I watch YouTube stuff all the time anyway, so like when I go to Aldi today, I guarantee I'll have my headphones and I'll be listening to some YouTube video talk about whatever. Yeah, I do it. I do. I'll take my. I've headphones. Go into Aldi, put them on. Walk around shopping, listening to stuff on YouTube. That way, I can not have to worry about folks. I can just focus on what I'm doing. Yeah, I do that. You'll see me walking around the grocery store. So if you see me walking around a grocery store, and I'm not acknowledging anything, it's because I have the headphones on, and I am listening to something else while I shop. It's what I do. Constitution's up to 83 now. Strength went up 1. And I will, of course, if I'm buying alcohol, I get carded. Everybody gets carded here. So I have to take off my headphones and get out my driver's license. Reminds me, this next week I have to look for, New car insurance. We've killed 1,100 of these damn things. That makes me laugh. They're so easy to kill, though, and they're worth so much. That's the thing. $48,000. No, it's 47. Do 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 do. Of course, it's also really nice outside. I wouldn't mind running out and going to the river, but I don't know if I'll have time for that today because I have to get stuff for dinner. If it's nice this weekend, I'll probably go down there a couple of times if I can. Need to get back into walking more. There's a level 70 that'll put his constitution at 84. That should get us close to being done with the strength one as well. Did he really? Did he still? He still has one of those Superman suits. Dean Cain's gone through a lot of shit over the last couple of years because he has the audacity to dare not be completely nuts politically. I think someone said something to him on Twitter one time. He was talking about something, and of course it was politically motivated. Someone replied to him and said, "And you were never Superman." And he replied to it and said, "You're right. I pretended," which I thought was the best response ever to someone trying to tear you down. He's like, "You're right. I'm not Superman. I just pretended to be." That was his job, was to pretend to be Superman. It is a perfect answer. Actors, we could talk about all we want to. Oh, RDJ is Iron Man. No, he's really not. He's pretending to be Iron Man, or he pretended to be Iron Man. Gonna level up to 70. Let's try to level up. Now we're doing 230 damage with the whip. Look at that. I know that when we hit 71, we will have enough to get 2 of those side quests completed. And am I padding time because I know we're probably going to complete this today? Yes, I am. And then we'll move on to Monday to Order of Ecclesia. I just missed the time period, I think, when we could have disagreements and not start going right to name calling and calling people evil and ists and phobes and all that. I really missed that time period where we could just have disagreements about things. They're just really whipping the hell out of this guy. Not bad. Yeah, someone asked. I was talking this morning about new games that are coming out that I want to play, and I can't think of many. They're actually new games. Most of the stuff coming out is all that I want to play is all retro stuff, remasters of retro stuff. Whiskey, stop trying to bully me off of my foot carriage. Yeah, Mouse Detective is definitely one. But what else? I really want to. I do want to get Tides of Annihilation when it comes out, but we don't even know anything about that. They haven't announced a release date or anything. Yeah, Tides of Annihilation I do want to get, but again, we don't know. It's not for pre-order. No one knows anything about when it's coming out. There's been no announcements since. Well, they did say on the 1-year anniversary of its announcement that they're still working on it. I do remember that. That was earlier this year, but we don't have any other information besides that. It's like I think I had the Blood Rain collection I pre-ordered. I know the Disney Afternoon collection I pre-ordered. Metal Gear Solid. Look at my dumb Amazon account because I don't remember. There's just not a lot. There just hasn't been a lot that they've announced that I'm really that interested in. Oh, okay, wait. Oh, Lego Batman. Absolutely. Scott Pilgrim EX, and of course Castlevania. Those are 3 games that I've got on my Amazon pre-order list that I will definitely pick up, so we can have some fun with those. Definitely looking forward to those. Forgot about Lego Batman. Probably will stream Lego Batman, guys. Legacy of the Dark Knight. I did stream Lego Star Wars: The Skywalker Saga when it came out. I had a lot of fun doing that. The Lego versions are better than the Disney versions. What can I say? Legacy of the Dark Knight should be fun, though. If it's what I saw is true, which I'm pretty sure what I did see is true, there will be parts of the game I'll have to mute because of licensed music. After we get this level up, we'll head back to Mr. Eric Lacard and make sure we turn in the 2 quests that we have for getting our constitution and our intelligence up. Tides of Annihilation might very well be a Souls game, though. We'll see. And they're going to announce some stuff. You know, we have the Summer Games Fest coming up here in a couple of months. Beginning of about a month and a half now, actually. Beginning of June is when that happens. And they'll announce some good stuff there. They always do. But saw that coming and I still let it happen. Oh well. That's interesting. Since they're angels or holy, the whip doesn't work as well on them. Quick little safety save because we did get some significant levels up there. Okay, so let's go back to Mr. Lacard and turn in these 2 quests. See what he's got cooking for us. Oh, okay. Okay, first, nope.
You're back. Well done. Care to try? This is your training. Charlotte! You're back. Excellent. Care to try? Care to try? This is your training.
Her mind's almost already there, so we can get that.
You're back. Excellent. Excellent. Care to try? I'm counting on you.
Jonathan!
I'll make you a deal.
I don't have near enough money to get that other stuff.
Thank you.
The stuff that I would want. We did save, didn't we? I hope we did. I'm going up here to the back. Let's explore up here now that we've got access to the staircase. Everyone who's ever played Castlevania knows about the staircase. Let's equip her with the owl morph. Yep, life up. Puts us at 890. I still feel like that's kind of a weird number. I do need to... I want to see where we are as far as... Because we still have 2 hours to go on the stream. That's not what I wanted. That is not what I wanted. What the hell, dudes? Also not what I wanted. There's a whole new area. Okay, that's why. Okay. There's a whole new area. I think. Dracula! I can't believe this power. No wonder he's called the Lord of Darkness. So you're ignoring me. Turn and face me. Oh, death. You will not touch Lord Dracula. This time, let's fight for real. Enough with this sideshow. Why don't you show him how to combine the power? Huh? Death and Dracula joint attack? That was never mentioned in any book that I read. Well, there's two of us, so I guess that makes it even. No problem. Bring it on. Oh, I'm already not doing well. I'll have to try this one again. Yep. That was kind of crazy. Alright, I see the pattern here. Dracula cannot turn around, but Death can. But him and Death both hit like a truck, so we just have to be careful here. Okay, wait a minute. So now Death is being absorbed by Drax. And he's become a devil. Okay. Okay, I wasn't prepared for that. Just reading real quick. Oh, this is the last battle. Okay. This is the last battle. But he just completely obliterated us. Made beef and broccoli, like Chinese stir fry? That might not be a bad idea. Well, Desi doesn't really care for broccoli, so... I swore to her this week I wouldn't make as much broccoli. I like broccoli, but... she does not. Beef and broccoli is pretty good stuff. Stir fry, though, I think I have some stir fry sauce in there, so that might not be a bad idea. When I get done, I'll go look. I can get some vegetables together, maybe some snow peas and some, I have onions in there. That's not a bad idea. Let me think about that. Yeah, frozen broccoli does end up that way, but I like raw broccoli as my favorite, but it's very cruciferous. Good for good for your digestive tract, but think about that. I haven't made a stir fry in a while. That might be something good. I still have to find black garlic sauce for ramen. Our local grocery store used to carry a black garlic sauce, and I would buy it there all the time, but the last couple times I've been there, they've not had it, and we're almost out, so... Black garlic sauce is excellent for ramen. That's true. Every day's a learning experience. If the days you stop learning are the days that you should be giving it up. Give it up. You gotta continue growing and learning. Every day's a learning experience. The people that act like they know everything are the ones that you have to watch out for. Sushi is an interesting thing, Grizzled. I mean, obviously, when you're in the privacy of your own home, you can do whatever the hell you want. But sushi chefs have to go to school for the way to cut sushi. It's actually an art. It's not just someone sitting there cutting fish. There's actually some sort of art to it. The right way to slice it, how to slice it, certain fish with and against the grain and things like that. It's very technical. Is that your favorite fugu? Fugu? That's a fish, isn't it? Yeah, it has to be cut perfectly. My dad loves uni. That's his favorite sushi is uni, which is sea urchin. And when people ask, I've had sea urchin, and it's like, well, sea urchin, what is it like? And it's like, you know how you eat something and you go, oh, this tastes like chicken, or this tastes like pork, or this tastes like, this. There's nothing I've ever tasted on Earth that tastes like sea urchin. Nothing. Oh, crap. Yeah, well, blowfish, isn't it like one of out every... Well, it's a high percentage that it's fatal to eat it. Most things do taste like chicken, it's true. But sea urchin tastes like sea urchin. I've never had anything that tastes like sea urchin. It's its own unique flavor that you have it. But the problem is the consistency. It's literally like having a mouthful of runny eggs, which is about the worst thing you could possibly have in your mouth. Well, there's worse, but I mean, consistency-wise, it's the worst consistency, which is why you need to have it with sushi rice. That way, there's some firmness to it. But and there's most people I think put no, they don't put seaweed with it. But anyway, it's so unique, such a unique flavor. Yeah, the texture is gross. Yeah, it tasted good. It's unique. Like I said, it's something that if you ever have it, you'll be like, that's so different. And sea urchin's expensive too. When you go to your sushi bar, they'll have 2 pieces of sushi of this cost this, and 2 pieces of this cost that. Uni always says market next to it, market value, because it is expensive. Where the hell am I? I went completely... Yes. Fugu's like playing Russian roulette. Because it could very well be fatal to you. It's it's a high percent. It's like one of every 3 or one of every 4. I could be wrong about that. Are allergic to blowfish, so you could eat it, and you have to go to the hospital. Of course, our local sushi bar we've had here in town, the last couple times I've been there, it's been exceedingly disappointing. So I've told Desi the next time we order, like, it's one of those places. We have one of those places here in town where they think that it's Chinese food and sushi, so it's not. It's just Asian basically. But their sushi selection is lacking, and I'm not fond of the when you order their chef's choice stuff. They tend to put a lot of nasty stuff in there. Oop. Yeah, that and the poison. They don't. What are you doing, buddy? Obviously, I mean, I've never had blowfish, so I don't know if I'm allergic to it or not. But it is pretty intense. It's a pretty intense thing. I don't know if I would eat blowfish. If I ever go to Japan, I don't know if I'll ever eat blowfish. But obviously our local sushi bar here doesn't serve blowfish. They don't serve uni either, for that matter. It's all pretty pedestrian stuff, but they serve some stuff. If I don't know what it is, I'll eat it. But the last couple of times I've gotten stuff from that place, it hasn't agreed with me. I've had upset stomach afterwards, so. My point is that sushi is not just something there's technique to it. You can't eat shellfish anymore. That sucks. Are you allergic, or is that something to do with your condition, with your kidney? Because Desi doesn't like shellfish either. Getting Desi to eat, she'll eat clam and she'll eat scallops, but she doesn't like shrimp. She doesn't care for lobster, and if it's crab, it needs to be crab where the time you're allergic. That sucks. The time you spend shelling it is worth the time eating it. So, snow crab is like the worst crab ever for that. You know, Dungeness is okay. King crab, obviously, but pardon me. I knew I was coming, but I still let it happen. Yeah, 72. We'll go back to the dude and buy some more health replenishing items too, even though that final thing there was insane. Well, you know, the funny thing is that in other games, the enemies you fight have diminishing returns. So, as I've said before, you guys know this, but for those who don't know, what the hell? That's all. The more you kill something, the higher up you get in level, the less experience they become worth in the long run. But this game doesn't do that. This guy's still worth 573 experience points. Ow. I never had. I never. It's like a late. Not a lot of people are here today on Rumble. Usually I have many more than that. Than this. But what can you do? Nope. Okay, Whiskey's had his fill. Oh, Sunbeam's coming in the window. He's like, I hope the Sunbeam comes into the window. I can't compete with a Sunbeam. You are here. Oh, now we have 4 people here. Okay, it was 2 prior. It's like, geez, only 2? Not that I'm mad. I'm not mad. I'm happy for every viewer. And you're going to see Evil Dead in the theaters tonight. You know, if our local theater here in town offered classic stuff like on Sunday matinees, like on Sunday morning, we could go and see. I'm just gonna say like Jaws or something, and you could go see it for $5 a ticket. I think we would go to the theater a lot more often. But the theater experience has gotten so expensive that it's been very difficult to justify going. Like, I can already tell you, I'm not going to go see Masters of the Universe in the theaters. I want to see it, but I know it's going to be on Amazon within probably a month of the movie coming out. So, because it's MGM, so why would I go pay for Desi and I $30 and then another, $20 for soda and popcorn or whatever? Wait for it to come out on Amazon. Well, let's be honest here. Uh, uh, yeah, I agree, Grizzled. They have these theaters right now that are completely empty. Take out that shit. Put matinees in there of old movies. Put it in old beloved films, unedited, by the way, and charge discount seats. You'll make more money that way. Exactly. What's better, having an empty theater playing the shit that you have out there now, or taking a morning and putting in Jaws and seeing how many people come in? I've already done that. Okay. Nest of Evil. Dropping into a pit that opens in the bottom right corner of the entrance bridge room. Okay, this is what it says. At least 888%, which I have. Okay, let's go. This is... I need to see this. You know what, Grizzle? That's a great idea. I would totally do that if I were Marvel. Yeah, that's the little trick to this whole situation, is you have to do it for a discounted price. No one in their right mind is going to pay $15 a seat to go see the Incredible Hulk again. You know, it's just not going to happen. There is a whole other place we've not been to yet. Oh, I see it too. I totally frickin' see it. I have no idea what's down there, but we're about to find out. Yeah, I try. I mean, it's not hard to do. It's just that you have to. The thing that's really got them is they don't understand discounted prices. You're going to release movies that are that old. People want discounted prices. So there's a whole other area we've not been to yet. It's right here. So maybe we won't finish this today. We'll finish it on Monday because this is all new. Save spot, okay. This looks like it's going to be another one of those oddball places. But we have to kill everything here. Since when do Minotaurs have the ability to turn people to stone? Huh. Half hour. Oh, this is a boss. About 20 minutes. And Desi's home, so. We have to travel back up. We will. Let's travel back up and recover our health and save. damn sure will be whiskey time. Yeah, he's looking at me like it's always whiskey time. Not bad. We're strong enough that this stuff is going by a lot easier than it probably would have if we would have done it in a different time. Oh, these are flea men. See, now we're at 921 on the meter here. Iron Golem. He's taking damage though. Look at that. The Iron Golems in the last games only took one hit each. Oh, this effing guy. He was in Dawn of Sorrow. Oops. Let me guess, another transport. I'll take it. I had no idea this was even here until I looked and saw, oh, there's actually a whole other area we've not been through yet. Of course, we're strong enough that these bosses and everything we're fighting are worth practically nothing as far as experience points go. Oh, it says it was worth 2,500, but still not great. Oh, this guy. It's like a greatest hits of characters, monsters from other games in the series. Tome of Arms, page 1. They throw a lot of bones. 941% of the castle. So I'm guessing 1,000 might be the max. I don't know. Thank God after you fight a boss, they let you come back up here and recover. Alright. Remember these guys from Soten. Wow! Okay. That I wasn't expecting. Actually. Doesn't it say the healing mail's supposed to heal you while you're... Oh. There we go. I was not expecting that guy to hit like that. Damn. Don't mind the XP though. I screwed that up. My own fault. Oh, that was better. Let's get our recovery back. We're now up to 350, 951. Yep. Well, that was dumb. I guess I'm gonna walk back and forth while I'm waiting for that to go. Let's heal as well. Because chance that there's another room and then there's gonna be a boss after that. Oh, I don't even have, I can just run like this. Ha ha! As long as the game thinks I'm moving. I always hit that button. I don't mean to. Okay, let's re-equip our regular that, and then we'll go in here and that wasn't anything. That's going to be a boss, so I want to make sure we are up to snuff on that. Okay, now that we've done that, let's get our regular armor back on. Who is it? It's a fire demon. Ooh. He gets out of the way of that meteor. Yeah, damn. How the... See, that's bullshit. I'm gonna die again. Yeah, I was completely screwed there. Yeah, that's a lot better. It's almost whiskey time now. So he's fire. Okay. Did I get him? I got him. Wow, with almost dead. Nice. Now we can go recover that. He was hard. He hit like a truck. He hit hard. That was insane. Give me 1 second here. Desi's probably not aware of the time. I'm gonna go medicate Whiskey. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back, and we'll continue this. Just a second. No one will go anywhere. Is it treat time? It's treat time for the list. Yeah. Alright, Whiskey's had his treat. Whiskey's had his treat. And it's time to continue on with the game. You coming up here or you going up there, huh? Guess it doesn't matter. Oh, okay, got... Oh, yeah, we fought a couple of these already. Or one of these already. Oh. Holy crap. Yeah, they have 4,000 hit points. Come on, you coming up here? Come on. Come, Wes, come on. Good boy. That took a lot out of me. Wasn't prepared for that, were we, Whisk? Yeah, we weren't prepared for that. Well, okay, alright, Whisk, do your thing, whatever. No idea what's in the next room, but I'm assuming it's not going to be easy. Well, you know what? We'll figure it out. Let's go. And Berko, huh? Well, I didn't expect that to happen. No matter how strong you are, there's monsters around here that will definitely humble you. That's for damn sure. Jeez. Those things are so tough. I was dead to rights there. That was a lot. Those are tough. I don't know about you guys, but that is tough. We're gonna have to spend a few minutes here to recover. things are pain. Ah, got me. Jeez. Okay, alright. Jeez. That is definitely a gauntlet right there. Those Frankenstein's monster. If the cave trolls wouldn't be so bad if it wasn't for the Frankenstein creatures there. Those things, to begin with, are nasty to begin with. Well, that was dumb of me. Good God, that was insane. And you can't go back. So I have to just kind of stand here and recover. That is an insane amount of damage those guys do. Let's put. I didn't put the good armor back on last time, so let's see how this turns out. What the hell was that shit? I don't know if we're gonna beat this game today or not. We might do it next. We might do it Monday. That is a gauntlet and a half. Because those Frankensteins are nasty, and then they give you those cave trolls. Once again, they just completely overrun us. Wait a minute. Yeah, I've got... There we go, that's a little better. And Berko is a ham, I know that. Wow, their tongue hits you for almost 200 hit points. That is crazy. Okay, you can duck it though. There we go. Oh crap, 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 crap. No, 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 no. I thought I was getting to the hallway. Now we're at the hallway, so... Okay, we're gonna spend some time here recovering. I'm trying to find an easy way to do this. That was an insane gauntlet right there. I can't imagine what we're about to fight. It's just an insane amount of money, or money, time, that hit points they took off.
Jonathan.
At least we'll have magic. I really hate to run in there and then... Ooh. Okay, that did more than I thought. Okay, let's see. That wasn't that bad. Thank God we don't have to do that again. Jesus Christ. Who the hell's next? I mean, geez. 972 now on the castle unlock. Level up, I'll take it. That was kind of easy, like deceptively easy. Oh, that's T. That was easy. These are the guys we were grinding earlier. They're nothing. Alright, got another boss coming up here. Castlevania 3 here. Well, I know better than to do anything there. Let's... So we did level up to 74. And we're at 987. So yeah, we are closing in on, I think, 1,000's probably the max, right? Oh, okay. Well, there's another save spot. It happens, Alucard. You're a tired dude. You got stuff to go through. Okay. Is this going to be like the boss? So now I got to fight Charlotte. I'm not using any healing items here. Wow, because we saved right there, so I didn't need to use any healing items. That... I wonder if I'm supposed to use Charlotte there. Because the whip was doing practically no damage to her at all, so... Oh, it's just a doppelganger. Damn! That was an ass whooping. How the hell does her magic do that much damage to us? That is crazy. Well, I've got her pattern down now, I think. Oh, unless I don't do anything stupid. Like that. Now, if she's rushing you, she will close that distance. She is way too fast. So if she's coming like that, you have to wait. Turn right here in the back. That's the only pattern there I can see. Because she doesn't have the distance, but she's a lot faster than you are. So she will really pop you a good one. Got it. Oh, and that's nice. So that puts us at 992. So that is apparently pretty nasty. So instead of Meteor, the greatest 5, we're going to use that. That's what to do. All the Belmonts. Look at that. That's sweet. Oh, wait.
You're back. Excellent.
So she has now a new weapon.
Jonathan! Jonathan!
I'll make thank you.
Let's do this. All right.
I'll make you a deal.
I don't know if I need that.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Quick little safety save here. I have a feeling this is going to take some time here, maybe a couple of runs, because he's... Ooh. True Dracula is truly a pain in the ass, right, Whiskey? We've already seen this, so... No, no, that's not good. Don't.
My power! Use my power! Soul Steel!
Got him! Wow. And how much castle? 292.6. So I did miss about 8% of the castle. Still bad, pal. As long as we're here, you won't be revived. He's already revived. That was an impressive display of impromptu teamwork. Say what you will. But I can see one day my power will be fully revived. Ah, 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 ah. Well, you're not. You're never gonna win. That's right. Another one bites the dust. I look forward to seeing who will have the last laugh. Ah, 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 ah. Yes, he's Count Von Count. That's what he is. I'm doing Count Von Count for Count Dracula. It's all over. Yeah. We sure caused a lot of trouble. How can we make up for it? Oh, well, funny you should mention. There's one guy and 3 girls. We could totally have a... There's a lot you could do to make it up to the guy. I'm just flat out telling you. As the older sister, I accept full responsibility. How very Japanese of you. With that, I must ask a favor of you two. No, you can't take all the blame. Loretta, please be silent. Look, it's settled now. It's settled now. If we keep quiet, there's no problem, right? Too many options, too little time. I suppose. I can't allow that. Well done, both of you. Eric. Well, I did make a promise. Father, is it truly you? Yes, my dear. Forgive me. Stella, you seem to have worried the most in all this. That's a weird way to say that. No, Father. It's an older sister's duty to. Yes, but still. Don't overgo your role, all right? I am truly glad both of you at the moment you learned to read, Enigma. I am truly glad I could see both of you at the moment of my death. Live for all that you're worth. And you, Jonathan. Charlotte, I am truly grateful. Yes, tell Yarny I beat another one. She'll be very mad. Father! Don't go! No, no! Father, Father! He passed on, like he said he would. Thank you, Eric, for everything. Stella, forgive me. You tried so hard for my sake. It's so bad. We lost our father, who we didn't really even care about because we were effing vampires through most of the effing game. I'm going to become stronger. I'll try hard so you'll never have to worry again. You need not always work so hard. That's right. Eric said that himself, didn't he? Whatever you do, don't overdo it. Jonathan, for you, trying harder might be a good thing. Excuse me, bitch. We just beat Dracula's ass, in case you weren't paying attention. And we're level 70 frickin' 5 or whatever it is. It's not like we haven't tried hard. Uppity bitch. You pushed for this. Sure, no problem. Why can't you learn just to let things be? I mean, a kid like you. Uh-oh. She's got the... No, dude, don't say that. Excuse me, you two. Yeah, in case you haven't noticed, you're having a little squabble in front of guests. Forgive me, all of you. There's 2 of them. Forgive me, both of you. I can see I've caused you all a lot of worry, but I'm all right now. Oh no, I forgot. What? About Vincent. Uh-oh. Quick, we gotta find him, Charlotte. Right. Hey, that's right. Loretta, let's help them. Yes, Stella.
Huh? Wait a second. Hey, I'm over here.
Data has been saved. Now, there's the staff rolling the credits now. That's right. Producer's Iga, of course. Iga's in charge of all of it. Shutaro sounds like a mushroom of some kind. He's a Hiroki wannabe. Watanabe, I know. Curry the Kid, always Curry the Kid. Hiroyuki Watanabe. Nagaoka. Oh no! Yu'd egg. Yu'd egg. That sounds like a dish you'd get at a Chinese restaurant. Nagata. Hiroyuki Yamaguchi. The enemy design was Asaka. Asaka. Just Asaka. Just one name. Koji Hori. Not Kuji. Yuji. Not Yuji Hori, but Koji. Had the wrong name there for a second. Masato Hajima. Yep, Serio, Iga, of course, Iga. Shutaro. Master Fuji. Master Fuji. Okay, Master Fuji. Music. Noriyuka's... Yeah, whatever. I can't even gonna try that one. It's a shit-take mushroom is what it is. You get them... Here's the cast. Who's we out here? It's the okay, this is the cast of of names. Iguana. I don't remember beating this game. So it's been probably 20 years since I've beaten this game. That's a punum right there. That is a face only a mother could love. Oh, now the paintings are all nothing because we I don't know why. Crispin Freeman, really? He's a voice actor, probably best well known for being Alucard in Hellsing, quite honestly. But I first ran into him. Not ran into him. I actually met him. He's a really nice guy. At least when I met him, he was nice. My favorite anime series of all time is called Slayers, The Slayers. And in the first season, they split it up into two, okay? So they had half the first season and then half the second season. They released it as two separate seasons. Well, the character Zelgadis was voiced by somebody else in the first half, and the second half, they changed the voice to Crispin Freeman. And when I talked to Freeman about it, I asked him, why did they do that? I said, well, I want to be fair. I think your voice fits the character better, but can you tell me why they changed in the middle of the show like that? And he said, well, they did the first half of the season with this guy, and then when it was a hit and they went to do the second half, they went to go find him, and no one had any of his contact information. They didn't have his phone number, they didn't have his address, not an email. I mean, there was no email back during that time period anyway. They had no way of contacting him, so they just hired somebody else to voice Zelgadis, and that was Crispin Freeman, which is cool. Let's just see here if it gives me the okay, we do have clear data here. Normal with Jonathan. Okay, so it shows that we beat it with Jonathan and not Charlotte. Let's take a peek as to who's on Rumble, because I know Whiskey. I know. He's a good boy. He's the Whisk. Because it's 10 minutes to go, so let's just go ahead and call it. Who is on that would like to see us? There's Tombe. Well, what kind of guy would I be if I didn't raid out to our buddy Tomby? He's playing, looks like Fortnite tonight. So let's go hang out with Tomby, guys. So that's going to do it for me today, this week. Monday, we're going to start off with Castlevania Order of Ecclesia. So let's go ahead. Actually, let's... Yeah, Order of Ecclesia. That's going to be the next one we do, guys, and that'll be on Monday. We'll start this out. So if you've not done so yet, please do me a favor. Follow me on Twitch, Twitter, Kick, and Rumble. Subscription on YouTube would be great. I would really appreciate that. I really would. If you're on Rumble, if you're on YouTube, go ahead and smash that like, comment, let people know that I'm here. And we're going to have some fun next week with more of... yes, I'm going to have some alcohol tonight. There's no doubt about that. So, guys, say hi to Tomby on Rumble. He is he's a friend, a really good friend. You guys know Tomby. Most people know. He is so supportive and such a good guy. So hang out with him. Give him your love. I know he'll appreciate it so much. I'll see you guys on Monday, 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. Okay, guys? Take care.